Okay, so let's get right into it. There is a massive, and I mean massive, almost invisible shift happening in how we all buy things online. And no, this isn't about some fancy new website or another app. This is about a whole new internet being built from the ground up, specifically for AI to do the shopping for us. And believe me, it is happening way faster than you think. How fast, you ask? Well, think about this. During last year's Cyber Week, the biggest shopping event of the year, 1 out of every 5 orders was assisted by an AI agent. And look, this isn't some forecast for the future. This is what was happening last year. It's a reality right now. And hey, don't go thinking this is just a holiday thing, a seasonal blip. This AI-assisted buying is quickly becoming a normal, everyday part of how commerce works. It actually goes way deeper than that. I mean, get this. Nearly a quarter of all Americans used AI to help them buy something in just the last 30 days. So the trend isn't coming, it's already here, and it is absolutely exploding. And the scale we're talking about here is just staggering. McKinsey is projecting that by 2030, this new agentic commerce is going to be a $3 to $5 trillion global market. That's a T, trillion. To put that into perspective, that's bigger than the entire economy of most countries on Earth. So that leads to the really big question, right? If trillions of dollars are about to be spent by machines, where exactly are they spending it? It's not on Amazon.com. They're not, clicking add to cart like we do. Nope, they are operating in a whole different dimension, really. And that space, it has a name, the parallel web. You can think of it as an entirely new infrastructure being built right alongside the internet we use every day. But this one's designed specifically for machines to talk directly to other machines. And this comparison just lays it all out perfectly. On the left, you've got our world, the human web. We find stuff through Google, we buy it with shopping carts. Simple enough. But over on the right, the agent web, man, it's a whole different ballgame. Discovery happens through APIs and machine-readable catalogs. Transactions happen instantly with something called tokenized credentials. Just think of those as like secure, one-time use digital credit cards for machines. There is no user interface. There's no web page to even look at. So let's just lock this definition in. The parallel web is an infrastructure layer where AI agents can execute purchases directly, machine to machine, without ever needing to load a web page. It's built for a speed and a scale that we humans just can't keep up with. Okay, so if this whole new internet is being built, who's actually building it? Well, this isn't some scrappy startup in a garage. The players building these new rails for commerce are literally the biggest names in tech, retail, and finance on the entire planet. I mean, just look at this landscape. You've got Google and Shopify teaming up. The Linux Foundation is coordinating a universal standard, and the two biggest payment networks in the world, Visa and MasterCard, are each building their own protocols. This is a full-on race to build the foundation of the next economy. Let's start with the Universal Commerce Protocol, or UCP. This is a true heavyweight contender. It's not just Google and Shopify. They've got retail giants like Walmart and Target, plus financial players like American Express, all collaborating on one single standard for how this is all going to work. At the same time, you've got Visa and MasterCard. They aren't just sitting back and watching. They're getting their hands dirty building the actual plumbing. Things like the Trusted Agent Protocol and Agent Pay, they're designed to solve the really big questions, like how do you prove an AI is who it says it is, and how do you securely process its payments? And then you have the open source world stepping in. The Linux Foundation is in the middle of this massive project, coordinating with over 150 different organizations. Their goal? To create a common language, an agent-to-agent protocol, so all these different systems can actually talk and transact with each other without any friction. So, what in the world does all this mean for actual businesses? Well, the rise of the parallel web isn't just another sales channel. It's about to cause 3 huge power shifts in what it means to actually win at commerce. The entire game is changing. First, it's shifting from having the best user interface or UI to having the best and most accessible API. Second, it's moving from building brand loyalty to being integrated with the right protocol. And finally, it's shifting from just processing payments to providing payment intelligence. Let's break that down a bit more. Think about discovery. For years, it was all about SEO and ads. Now, it's about whether your products are even visible to a machine through an API. And loyalty? Well, an AI doesn't really care about brand affinity. It cares about which protocol you're integrated with. And for payments, the real money isn't just in processing the sale, it's in governing it, setting spending rules and verifying the AI's identity. This quote from the source material just hits the nail on the head. For any business leader out there listening, this next part is for you. The big takeaway is this: forget about the font choices on your next website redesign. The real question you should be asking is, can an AI discover and buy my product without a human ever visiting my site? Now, a technological shift this big doesn't happen in a vacuum. No, this is going to have some serious real-world consequences for jobs, for small businesses, and for how governments even try to regulate the economy. The data here is pretty sobering. The OECD reports that 27% of jobs are at high risk of automation. And where are a lot of those jobs? They're in customer service, in order processing, in logistics. Exactly the kind of work that agent commerce is designed to make more efficient. Now, this isn't about replacing all jobs, but it is a major structural shift that will definitely change the human role in the buying process. And this creates these huge, brand new challenges for policymakers. I mean, who's on the hook when an AI messes up and spends your money? How do you make sure the little guy, the small business, doesn't get shut out of these new markets? How do you even collect taxes? And maybe most importantly, who really owns and controls your digital identity when an AI is out there shopping for you? These are really urgent questions. All right, so after all that, the tech, the players, the consequences, what's the one thing you absolutely need to walk away with? What's the bottom line here? The crucial point is this. This is not science fiction. This is not a forecast. The parallel web is an active construction project, funded and executed by the largest and most powerful companies in the world, and it's happening right now, as we speak. And the strategic takeaway from that, it's profound. The very definition of who or what a customer is, it's expanding. The companies that are going to win in this new era will be the ones that reorient their entire strategy to serve these brand new non-human customers. And that leaves us with this final kind of mind-blowing thought. The last generation of e-commerce giants, they were all built on websites. They were built on homepages. But in a world where your primary shopper is a machine, well, the next trillion-dollar platform won't even need one at all.